Hey, how you guys doing? Michelle will be here in a moment. Oh, look, awesome. We've already got Cherry Blossom and Sarah are both here.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How's it going? Michelle's on her way over here. She's behind the camera here, sort of.
I'm here. Gotta get all Bentley's crap out of my way.
Yeah. So, can you guys hear us? Everything good?
You can't sit in the middle of the couch.
All right, so.
Hi, guys. Oh, yeah. Crazy here.
I was reading it before I logged in.
I have to turn the fan.
All right, I'm gonna turn the fan around real quick.
I got it.
It'd be a lot easier for me to do it.
Get my pillow, my big pillow, please. Oh, hey, guys. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Kim. Hi,
Hey, how you guys doing? All right. So, I don't know exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Any idea? I don't know, a few things. One thing, we went to Tennessee
a
couple weeks ago to help out Michael and Jalinda. And while we were there, we purchased some beef jerky.
Big old
box of beef jerky that has a bunch of stuff like pheasant, antelope, boar, alligator, ostrich,
kangaroo, buffalo, elk, pheasant, and venison, and antelope.
A lot of stuff like that. So we're gonna taste some of this on camera. These are the ones that we're gonna end up.
Not now, Kim. They were just there for the weekend.
We're cutting these in half because half of this is going to be for Michael and Jalinda, and the other half is
Sarah says, "Ooh."
Ooh. So we're gonna taste some of that stuff.
We love beef jerky, Sarah. You don't like beef jerky?
Love it.
Oh, don't apologize, Kim. You didn't say anything wrong.
Huh?
It's okay. Mine's a few seconds ahead of yours for some reason. I don't know why. Dude, I got like this weird hair.
From Sweden. AWL. Hey, how you doing? All right. So, and it's been a while. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while since Michelle and I have done a live. We are, as you can see, as our background here, we're back in Indiana.
Don't even sing that. Don't you dare. I will pinch you so hard.
So anyway, which is okay, I guess. Got classes going back.
Hi, Donna.
Back up at the dojo. So that's kind of nice.
Kim says it's been too long. Donna says, hi, guys. There's a good 5-second delay on Richard's. I don't know if it's because his computer's just slow or what.
It could be. It's possible.
Anyway, so
yeah, there's a lot has happened to us in the last month or so. Yeah, we took off. Our first stop was in Missouri. We had a great time in Missouri. She actually liked the area there in Missouri.
Except for the flies. I mean, you can fly.
Well, there was a lot of bugs.
AWL, we are doing pretty good.
I'm doing fantastic, but I do fantastic no matter where I'm at. I'm happy. I'm always happy. I fell in love with Wyoming. Absolutely fell in love with Wyoming. And and that was really great. But our first stop was in Missouri. We stopped off at a reservoir, and we spent a couple 2 or 3 days there. We 5 days,
Almost 5.
almost 5 days.
Four and a half,
Okay,
yeah.
and we would have stayed a lot longer, but there was a storm coming through, and
No, it was supposed to get super hot that next day. Remember, it was supposed to get up to like 105 or something like that the next
Yeah.
day, and there was just no
So we took
freaking
off.
way we were going to stay for that.
We drove through Kansas, and while driving through Kansas, I had the bright idea that I wanted to go to Dodge City.
Dodge City.
So I went to we got to go to Dodge City.
Okay, we've been there.
Is Cherry Blossom the lady you met at the burger? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
So I got to go to Boot Hill Cemetery in Dodge City, Kansas, and that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. But we didn't really do a lot in Kansas. We kind of just drove through there. Then we went to Colorado, and we
Tim says, "Oh, you saw that, Sarah?"
yeah, we stayed a few days in Denver.
We did stay 5 full days.
5 full days in Denver. Okay. Yeah, it was a city, and they're extremely.
Denver is extremely big now.
Oh, Donna grew up 20 miles from Dodge City.
Denver is extremely big now. The very first time I went to Denver was in '96, right before I met Richard.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Aw, thank you, Sarah. And the whole atmosphere in Denver is much different now. It is much bigger, and it's too much. Like, we're not big city people, and to me, Denver is now considered a big city.
Yeah, and I wasn't really too enthusiastic about the Denver Knights' willingness to just roll over and play dead when told to.
Yeah, the Denver population of people.
But
generally, the Colorado population.
Aside from that, yeah. So we did get to spend that time with Seth, our grandson, and had a blast. And after that, we went to Bailey, Colorado, up in the mountains.
Really high.
9,600 feet, almost 2 miles up. And we spent.
I got altitude sickness.
She got altitude sickness.
And pretty much felt like crap the entire time we were there.
And I had a blast.
I did my best. I tried really hard.
Yeah.
But it was horrible.
No, she didn't. Yeah, I had.
It wasn't the company by any means. I really love my cousin and his spouse. We got along great with them.
Yep.
But that altitude, man. Whew.
I loved it up there. I just absolutely
had a blast.
Donna,
Donna, it did me in.
I don't know. I just loved it.
I had a headache the whole time. I felt like medicine head the whole time. My stomach was upset the whole time. And of course, that altitude, you can't breathe.
I didn't find any.
Which is so funny because he has COPD and he had like no trouble. He did have a couple of coughing fits, but it wasn't. Yeah. That's nothing unusual for you.
Yeah, I didn't.
I just felt crap. It was not fun on that part.
I walked up and down that mountain about 3 or 4 times. Place was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
I was super excited to find wild sage out there and collect some of it. I was really ecstatic about finding all of those quartz crystals up there, and I got a bunch of quartz, and that was a really fun time. And after we left Colorado, that's when we went to Wyoming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we went to Thunder Basin grasslands in Wyoming, and I honestly, truly have to say it is my new favorite place that I've ever been to. Honestly, it is. Yeah, I love.
It was okay.
Oh, it was more than okay. It was. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, guys, I'm having a hard time finding a comfort spot for my shoulder.
I was out. I think I spent more time out there on the grasslands than I did in the van. Even sleeping.
Yeah, easily.
I was if I was awake, I was out roaming around somewhere.
Yeah.
I had the greatest time in Wyoming. I can't express how awesome that was. I really just can't.
He just loved the emptiness of it, the lack of people around us.
I'm gonna put her out real quick while you check.
Okay.
Yes, that I did love that.
And he loved the exploration of it. And it's funny now because he keeps saying how much he loved it, but when we were there, he'd come back to the van and he'd be like, "Okay, I've seen it all," and I'd be like, "Okay."
I said that, but I.
And then he would go back out, and then he would come back. "Okay, I've seen it all." But I did have a hard time keeping him parked in one spot. He kept wanting to move every 5 seconds. I'm like, no, dang it, I can't do that. My brain, my psyche can't move literally every 5 minutes like that. And he would literally, if I had let him, he would have gone and explored for half a day, and we would have moved again for another mile. And then he would explore again, and then we would have moved again.
Yep.
And he would have done this every freaking day.
Oh yeah.
And just driving on this, it's not a road. I don't care what they call it. It's not a freaking road. This trail.
Yeah, it's more like a trail.
Nerve-wracking to me because every turn, and we did tear up the van. We have to get a new exhaust now because we grounded it. The ruts went too deep and the center came up too high, and it tore up our exhaust.
Well, I will say this: I have been on trails that were better than those roads we were driving on.
Yeah. And it was scary AF to me because I kept thinking we're gonna get stranded out here.
Yes, that's where the cows were.
Yes, and we're gonna be stuck. I don't know how I would even tell a tow truck to get to us.
Could have gave him a GPS.
It just.
I did have my GPS out there with me.
It was extremely hard on me mentally every time we moved.
I loved it.
And then I would finally get comfortable and be like, okay, I want to move again. I'm like, no.
I would be out for half a day, and then I'm like, okay.
Those cows were hilarious.
I would explore in all 4 directions, and I would go about a half a mile, little less than a half a mile, on all 4 directions, and then I would come back, and I'd be ready
to go again.
I'd be ready to move,
move the van again.
Move the van so that about a mile down the road, so I could do more. That way, I could see everything. But we moved 3 times. 1, 2,
yes,
3. No.
Yes, the first night we were by the oil rig, then we were where the cows were, then we were up on the mesa.
Yeah, we moved 3 times.
I mean, we kind of stopped at that one plateau area, but we both decided that was too risky because it looked like if we got any serious rain, it would have turned to just sludge. And we would have been stuck for real.
Yeah, and it did. It rained pretty much every night that we were out there. It didn't always come and hit us, but it did. It rained all the time. But it didn't
always rain significantly either, where we were.
No.
I mean, it would do like a pitter patter for about 5 minutes,
and then gone.
And then it would be gone. And the one time we seriously thought we were going to get nailed, you have the video up, and I wish I could remember the name of it. It's only like a minute and a half or a 2-minute video where you can literally just see the storm going past us, and it never actually hit us. I kept thinking, dude, if this hits us, it's going to be nasty.
Yeah, it actually moved around us.
You can see the sheets of rain falling in that storm, but it stayed maybe a mile away from us and just kept right on going by. I was like, bye.
It was really awesome to watch.
That was really cool to see. And it had lightning in it and stuff. Remember that?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I sat out there and watched that. That was great.
I stood on the side of the van and watched it.
Yeah,
I had my safety net. Had to be in the van.
So I was able to. I got to see wild antelope for the first time. That was really exciting. Now we both have seen a lot of deer, but it was still really cool to see the deer.
And so many of them. There was a ton of deer. And they just stood right next to the road. Like, I don't care if you're here.
And we were there when the fawns were still
had
their spots
on them. They were so cute. Yeah. And they would sneak through the fence, through the barbed wire fence. We did see one jump over a fence and face plant on the other side.
An adult one.
I was going to say, not a baby, an adult one.
Yeah, we saw an adult. Too bad I didn't have the camera running.
The one time neither one of us had
But
anything.
they would run down the road and on the side of the road, and then they would just jump and leap right over the fence. And I think you have some video of that.
I do. I'm working on it.
Okay, she's working on that. But at one point, one of the deer tripped over the top wire and actually face planted right to the ground.
And it was limping. I felt so bad for it.
Well, Angie, we missed you too as well. Honestly, we really did.
Yeah, we really
did.
Yeah.
We need to get together and have another pizza night or something. Yeah, we really did miss everybody.
Yes.
And especially like Angie, we actually have the ability to actually physically visit her.
Family.
Yeah,
she's blood family.
Yeah,
and she lives here in town.
So yeah. But yeah,
So that was Wyoming.
Pizza night.
They are the best.
They are. So standing out there on top of those mesas.
He ran around naked so much.
Oh, I ran around naked all the time out there. I didn't wear clothes a lot. I avoided filming anytime. I avoided having my camera out.
I have a couple of really cool pictures of him. Or if you don't know what you're looking at, you don't know what you're looking at. But I'll never post them because they're for us. But
naked as Jaybird.
But the lighting was so cool, like, aren't they? Because he's like really backlit, so you really can't see, all of Mother Nature's glory. But
not that you guys wanted to hear that.
Well, I like talking about it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Who would have thought?
Honestly, I've said it many times, and I'm serious about it. If it was socially acceptable, I would never wear clothes.
You wouldn't.
And I don't. You
had to put a shirt on to do the live.
Yeah, I don't have.
Got shorts on.
I do have shorts on. I don't have a body that I find would be attractive to anybody. I'm just saying.
Don't be talking smack about my man.
Honestly, I don't think I have an attractive. But I just don't like clothes, and I would run around naked all the time. So yeah, I was naked a lot, even during the daytime. I would run around out there.
I kept telling you going to burn his little business.
But we only
I didn't say it quite like that while we were out there, but that's.
We only saw 2 vehicles driving out there, and both of them.
So the first one, I'm laying in the bed on the van. I'm laying in the van, getting ready to go to sleep, and I hear a vehicle, and I'm like, yes, he would.
Yeah, I would love being, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, crap, because I'm like naked as the day I was born. So I'm like scrambling to get my dress on real quick. So that was the first time. And then the second time I had much more of a warning. I could see, because we had moved. So we were up on further away. I'm like, there, car.
We were up on top of the mesa at that point, and we could see for more miles than you can imagine in the distance. And we did see his vehicle come, and I had a couple questions about the area. So when the vehicle got close to us, I flagged him down, and we talked for
an hour.
An hour? Okay. He was a really cool guy.
You keep talking about it at 30 minutes. I timed it. It was an hour.
Oh, okay. But he was a really nice guy, and Cherry. He and I kind of have the same attitude about a lot of stuff, and I think
he's a veteran.
That's another thing.
Yeah, if I was out on the middle of nowhere, I would be licking. Yeah. Yep.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, so he and I
the worst thing was there was little cactus everywhere.
Oh.
And I never stepped on any because I'm not as adventurous as he is, but he wore his moccasins and stepped on one time, and those moccasins did nothing.
No, I did step on a couple cactus out there, and that did hurt. So even when, I would wear the moccasins around,
just right around the van.
Right around the van. Yeah.
The worst thing about that was we couldn't have a fire because it was too windy and too dry.
Yeah, no fire. It was always windy.
It would stop at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. It would almost completely stop.
And then,
but the temperatures would drop really drastically too.
Yeah.
And then about 9:30, 10 o'clock the next morning, the winds would come right back, and it would stay super windy all day long.
So I apologize if anybody has any issues with the wind on those videos.
We are getting a muff.
I don't have a wind muff on my camera, so it was picking up a lot of that. But that's basically how it was out there the whole time for the most part. Yeah. So we got up on that mesa. I walked around. I did the next to the last day that we were there. I ended up walking to the second pond, and that's where I found the prairie dogs, and that was really awesome. And so I came back from the prairie dog adventure, and I'm sitting in the van.
Our last day, we left the next day. We moved down to the cow spot again, and then we took off that following morning.
Was next to the last.
So I don't consider the day we left the last day.
Okay.
We didn't stay and do anything.
Regardless.
I'm like sitting here thinking it wasn't next to the last.
But
day.
I went ahead.
Full day.
I was really excited about the prairie dog thing, so I looked up the laws in Wyoming about hunting and trapping prairie dogs, and I found out that they were basically considered nuisance animals, and there's no licensing required. All you just go out there and take them. So I happen to have a leg trap with me just in case, and I set one of the leg traps up. I did not film any of it because I just didn't film it. But I did catch one prairie dog in a leg trap, and I did skin it, and I do have the skin here, and I'm going to turn it into a nice little wall hanging. Some of you people may not like that, and that's okay. I understand that. But yeah, she didn't care for it much either, but it's not going to stop me from doing it.
No, it's not.
So
Sarah says no.
Yes. Now, as a matter of fact, if we would have had a little more leeway on cooking,
no,
I would have.
Did you eat the meat?
Oh, I would have tried to cook it up, but
we couldn't have a fire.
We couldn't have a fire out there, and so I didn't want to go through a lot of other hassles because I would have loved to try it, but I did not eat that one. No. Now, when we go back, and I'm not saying if or anything.
Scratch the bottom, right? Oh, up, tiny bit, up, right there. Ah.
When we do go back, which
I
am definitely going to go back at some point, I will plan on doing a prairie dog tasting. I will do that, absolutely.
Hey, T38, how are you? Hi.
Oh, you're getting a little sooner than I. Oh, there we go. Yep. Me and my ex split
because he was a big hunter.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
He says he just saw that we were on. Stupid computer. As he was getting ready to leave, they got to run to the store real quick. They'll see if we're still on when he gets back.
Awesome.
Don't plan on going nowhere, dude.
So yeah. So you actually broke up with your husband because he hunted? So
that can't be the only reason.
Well, it might be. Well,
I mean, if it is, it is.
I hope you don't stop watching me. I don't really hunt, but I do trap, and I do pick up roadkill from occasion, and if I needed to hunt, I would hunt. I don't really see I'm not averse to that, so I hope that doesn't affect your viewing, but. I always make sure that I mention something in advance if I do a video like that so people can see it so they don't watch it if they don't like it. Oh, wow. Okay. You have antlers you want to get rid of? Oh, I'd love to get those. And you have traps? Those would be cool too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, if you could find out how much it would cost to ship that stuff, if I can afford the shipping, I would be more than glad to give you the shipping cost to send that stuff.
You got to be careful because shipping like antlers and stuff can actually be illegal.
If it's legal.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
If it's legal. I found some sheds out there, and I did some video. I think they're up.
Tell them what a shed is. Not everybody might. Some people are thinking of a building where they put the lawnmower.
Oh yeah, I found sheds out there. Let's see, that poor little dog, they lived in family units. You could have oh, okay. 2 sets as a head, 2 white hairs. We got some rabbits out here that I wouldn't mind tasting either.
One of the reasons I did marry him is because he wasn't a hunter.
I'm not really a hunter. but I am an opportunist.
Had 5 questions when I met him.
5 questions.
Do you
So,
remember them?
did I drink coffee?
Right?
Did I smoke?
Yep.
Am I a psychopathic serial killer?
Did you drink alcohol?
Oh, did I drink?
Did you go to church?
Did I go to church?
Do you want more children?
And all those answers were
no.
Sorry, I have 2 sets of antlers, a deer head, and 2 snow rabbits. Oh, awesome. I have some sheds, and she wants me to explain that. Sheds are just antlers that naturally fall off of a deer, and they just fall off, and they're just there, and then they rot away eventually. Well, they just, something chews on them sometimes or whatever. Sorry, a meat eater, but I won't kill anything. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a meat eater, but you won't kill anything.
Sarah says these are all what he shot.
Okay. I don't. Honestly, I think maybe in my entire life I've maybe shot 1 or 2 animals.
Remember that little mouse that you got with that BB gun that one night and they done microwave?
Maybe, and I felt bad about that.
I know you did.
And a lot of times I feel bad about it, even though I feel there was a necessity for it at some point, one way or another. It doesn't mean I don't feel bad about it. It's just that if I feel like I have a need for it, or I'm hungry and I have to have it, I'll feel bad, maybe I won't, but regardless, I'm gonna have a full stomach. So, and that's nature. Nature is live or die.
Okay, move on.
So move on. Okay.
Move on.
So we got through to the grasslands. We took off from the grasslands, and then we went to Devil's Tower, and that was fantastic. I've been wanting to see.
Pretty cool.
Oh, he hunted with dogs as well. Awful thing to do and illegal. It's illegal in the UK to hunt with dogs. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
So
learned something new today.
Yeah. We went to Devil's Tower. I walked around the small trail, which was actually a paved trail of Devil's Tower. She sat in the van. Okay.
I saw it. I was this close to it. I didn't need to walk around it. I knew it was there.
I got to touch it.
I didn't care.
I jumped on it a little bit.
It's a big old rock.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
No fox hunting or anything. Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if we're allowed to hunt fox around here.
I don't think we are anymore.
I don't know. I've seen a few foxes, and they're adorable creatures. Adorable.
What does the fox say? Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, they're adorable creatures.
You can't.
Oh,
you have to apply for a permit or license to climb it, and you're not climbers.
You weren't even allowed to get on the rocks that were in front of it. There were signs everywhere that encouraged people to stay on the path, and it's actually federal law. It's against the law on federal level that you're not allowed to do that. No, it'll be fine. I wasn't really that far on there. Oh, I'm all right. So anyway, I did get off the path a tad bit and jump up on top of.
Sarah says he used them for badgers and foxes.
Oh, yeah.
Because honey badgers don't care.
Because honey badgers don't care.
Honey badgers badass.
Yeah. So do we have badgers around here? I don't think we have badgers.
Honey badgers. We do have badgers.
This Angie is. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She's Kim.
Yes.
Yes. There are aliens up there. You know, it was funny. As I was walking around it, I made what I thought was a funny joke. So I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know how Richard Dreyfuss got up there. I haven't seen you here for a while. You're wondering where you've been.
I think she's talking to
Kim. Are you talking to Kim? Yeah. I think she's talking. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can actually climb it, but you have to get a permit. And I would do it, absolutely.
Oh,
I thought you thought it was made for the film. No, it's real.
But there is no, like in the movie, Richard Dreyfuss says that there's What? How did he say it?
There's a path that supposedly leads to the top, and then you can go down inside of it. It's not hollow. That thing is a solid rock.
Yeah.
That's not hollow. It's a actual.
There's no washout on the top of it.
No, it's a rock. It's a flat rock up there. Yeah, it's all rock.
That part is for the movie.
Yeah, that part was for the movie.
But Devil's Tower is a real thing.
Yeah, but it's a real place, and it's freaking awesome. So I had a blast there. She's been crocheting a lot, playing the heck out of Animal Crossing on Nintendo. Okay, I don't know. I stopped.
Did you get a great?
Did I get a piece? Yeah.
No. No, we did not. No, he's lying through his teeth.
Oh, I thought she was talking about something else. It's also federal. It's also against the law to take a piece of that place.
Any national park or forest, you're not supposed to take a piece of.
So no,
Sarah says now.
No, I didn't.
You should have known that's where that was gonna go, Sarah.
So anyway, well, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah.
Earmuffs. LOL. Angie says earmuffs.
You know, honestly, what are they gonna? You know, if I were to say, yeah, I picked up a small rock, what are they gonna really do? Honestly, but yeah, they don't like people doing that.
On video in court.
And then I'll tell them I was lying.
Okay.
Which is a lie in itself. So anyway, you know, one way or another. Ring 911. But
I thought it was 999 in the UK.
I tell you that. Well, maybe she's just talking for us. See?
Okay.
I will tell you this though. Honestly, the whole it was 1.3 miles around. I said it for the views. Exactly. I only said that for the views. It's like 1.3 miles around that whole thing, and maybe at best I saw a handful of rocks that were small enough that I could actually maybe pick up. That place was full of boulders, and most of them I wouldn't have been able to get into the van, let alone pick up and drag. So there really wasn't a lot of little rocks or anything around that area. I'm assuming for two reasons. One, people probably already picked them up.
They already pilfered them all.
Probably, or
they keep it pretty cleaned up.
They keep it cleaned up so that people don't do that. Yeah. But I would say this: if by any chance I would have found maybe a small rock about that size or so, I would have probably picked a couple up if I would have found something like that. But I am saying that they were all like
too big.
They were very huge. So anyway, it was really freaking awesome to be there though.
However, I just swiped a bunch of dust out of my van. I'm pretty sure it's from all of these places, so I'll just keep that as a souvenir.
There you go. So, and to see. Okay, so we got through Devil's Tower, and she stayed in the van the whole time, right? Mm-hmm. And then we drove to, that's when we went right to South Dakota, right? Mm-hmm. So then from there, we drove to South Dakota, which is basically next door. It was like right on the edge. So we went over to South Dakota, and we drove through Sturgis. Okay, but she can't.
On your phone.
Oh, okay.
I sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's phone is different, and I know some people download an app. I know there are videos on YouTube, Angelina, that help you with that. So use YouTube. It is a great tool. And go.
So we went over to South Dakota, and we went through Sturgis. It was still.
Oh, well, we have a program. We had to buy an editing program for our computer.
Yeah, we have an editing program that I use at Movie Studio 15, I think it is. Something like that. And I love it.
It works pretty good.
Yeah. You just have to play around. Yeah. So
I'd like to upgrade it, but
we drove around Sturgis. And it was basically we did go into Sturgis. We stopped off there when you were trying to find the VA and everything, and then we decided that's when we were going to go up to the the mountains.
Baby, we never actually went into Sturgis.
Yes, we did.
We kind of skimmed around the outside of it. We never actually went into Sturgis.
Either way.
We went straight almost into Deadwood and all that.
Okay, so we did. We went into Deadwood, and the first night we were there, we kind of just on the outskirts of Deadwood. We went up into the Black Hills and found a fantastic spot to park. And a couple teenage lovebirds, we were taking up their spot. They wanted to.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. Anyway.
We didn't realize that the spot we were. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
The motorcycles, none of the bikers or stuff were there yet. Yeah, we got there about a week or so before Bike Week started, and we were up in the mountains and stuff by the time the hills.
The place that we initially parked was actually like part of a path that apparently everybody parked on to go up to the top of this mountain to neck for the night.
So we kind of blocked that Lover's Lane thing there a little bit. But I did stop a police officer that was up there and talked to him, and he let me know about there was other stuff up there. So I went ahead and did a couple walks and ended up finding about a half a mile up, finding another spot. And we went up there, and it was actually kind of a touristy thing. And I think that's the biggest thing that I didn't like about the Black Hills.
Oh my God, it was so busy.
Yeah, it was constantly busy. I think if we would have been in an isolated place like we were in Wyoming, I think I would have liked it a lot more. Yeah. But
you couldn't do any, like, okay, we are
she climbed to the top of a hill.
A mountain.
It was a hill.
You call it a mountain, really?
It's hills, Black Hills. Black Hills. Anyway, she actually went up to the top of one, walked all by herself. She wouldn't let me film it though. But I did get a little film of.
My calves hurt for days.
I did get a little bit of film of her being up there though. Yep. And she wouldn't let me film her going down either.
Back down.
Yeah.
And then the next day we went into Deadwood.
We went into Deadwood.
And how much did I walk in Deadwood?
You walked a lot in Deadwood.
I walked like 13, 14 blocks.
She did. She walked a lot.
All the way up, and then I walked over, and then I walked back, and then I walked down.
Yep. I was having trouble pushing the wheelchair.
It was good. It motivated me to walk more.
So she was walking a lot,
which I've been trying to do here. Still not as much because I haven't gone into town as much. But really, the only place I haven't walked is when we go to Walmart. I don't walk in Walmart.
Well, Sturgis is in South Dakota. It's a meeting place for a bunch of bikers to get together and have a
motorcycle rally every year.
Yeah.
It used to be really bad, like the typical biker crowd that you think of when you think of a biker crowd. I don't think it has gone that way now. I think they've tamed it down, but they still get, I can't tell you how many bikes every year. And it's just a great, big, huge motorcycle rally.
It's kind of like the bikers' version of Woodstock.
Yeah. But they do it every year.
Yeah, and it's done every year. But we avoided that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want any part of it. I didn't want to be there for that.
We're just not big crowd people like that.
And like I said, that's one thing I didn't like about where we were at in the Black Hills, because it was very touristy.
And very busy.
And very busy. Very busy. As a matter of fact, the thumbnail for this video right here, for this live, is actually the Friendship Tower there in South Dakota, in the Black Hills, that I got to go up into. It was really kind of cool. That video will be up soon. But so anyway, we spent how many days in the Black Hills? 2 or 3?
3 nights, I think.
3?
4 nights.
So anyway, one of my trips out, I came back. Mind me telling this? About when I got back that last time. Your emotional.
Well, no, I got emotional after we came back from Deadwood, and we went on a short walk.
That's what I'm talking about. So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'll interrupt.
Well, when we were in Deadwood, we got to see a parade.
Aw, Kim.
I found a really awesome arrow that was made by one of the tribes there. And I really wanted to buy it, but it was like $32, and we didn't have $32 to be spending on an arrow. But when we go back, I'm going to make sure I buy one. So, but yeah, we spent the day there. we stopped off at the laundromat on the way back up into the hills, and we did laundry, and we had a pizza, and
the bartender and have fun with him.
We talked a little bit with some people. I just ran into a guy that ended up being a taekwondoist, and he and I talked for a little while. We'll skip that conversation.
Yeah, let's not go there.
So anyway, we went back up into the hills. Of course, I went running around a little bit. And the last time, the little small walk, I got back, and she was sitting in the back of the van crying.
I was not crying yet. I was not crying until you started talking to me.
Okay.
And you asked how I was doing,
but
what's going on.
Yes.
And I was having a down moment.
Yes. So anyway, she was done. She was done, and as I recall, it was the lack of electricity and the lack of hot running water that had did her in.
What's doing me in? Honestly, okay, part of it was also the lack of space. Like, I really just felt so confined.
Oh, I was loving it. Yeah, but you were confined because you were staying in the van too much.
But I didn't feel like, okay, so up in Wyoming, I won't cry talking about it again. So up in Wyoming, sitting outside, like I was constantly pelted with wind and dust and dirt.
It was fantastic.
It was horrible.
Okay.
And then we get to the Black Hills.
Yeah.
And I just, with all the people, I can't be outside for people to stare at you like this.
There was a lot of people.
And that's overwhelming to me. That's anxiety. Like,
yeah.
Just throw darts at my anxiety, right? And so, hold on, Jane just messaged me, so I'm gonna have to read that here in a second. But,
awesome.
So,
she had 6 totes full of stuffed animals.
Aww.
Sent them there so they could hand them out.
That's cool. So anyway, that particular day, I was just done. Like, I was just over it. And honestly, I think had we stayed, not there, but stayed out on the road, in another day, I probably would have been better had we moved.
Straw camel's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had we moved to someplace where I didn't have to freaking see everybody constantly driving by, because you literally feel like you're in a fishbowl and people are just like, they stared, and it was just, I can't do that. I can't be around people like that. I can't relax. I can't just unwind and be us. And
well, as I recall, she said she was done and she was over the whole thing.
I did not say that. I said I wanted to continue doing things and seeing things.
You said you would.
But I was exhausted.
Yeah, you said you would, but you weren't going to be happy.
No, I said I didn't know if I was going to be happy.
Okay.
I knew I wasn't happy right then, but I also knew that getting out of where we were probably would have changed that. You just kept hearing I wasn't happy, and this is Richard going into I got to protect Michelle mode. And all he heard was, Michelle's not happy, we have to fix this. His fix was for us to come back to Indiana.
The CRP. Our channels are a hoot.
Oh, thank you, CRP.
Unpredictability.
That's us.
Yep, absolutely.
We have never claimed to be stable Mabels and constant.
I'm probably pretty predictable, but maybe in a erratic, chaotic way. But so we're sitting there. Yeah, it can be a mean monster. So we talked about it, and I think we both agreed. Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong, but I think we both agreed that in the grand scheme of things, she wasn't happy and wasn't going to be happy if we continued. So I decided that we would come back to Indiana to try to keep her from being unhappy. So our plan was,
anxiety is a horrible monster.
Our plan was the next stop was going to be Mount Rushmore, and we were going to hit that. Now, on the way to Mount Rushmore, there's a place called Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
Chamberlain, South Dakota, with the Dignity statue. It's a huge Native American statue of a female Native. It's awesome, and I do have some video.
So beautiful.
Yes. So we were driving through that area, and I stopped off at a rest stop,
thank you, CRP, exactly.
which I love to do.
We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I love to stop off at rest stops. I don't.
This just drives me freaking nuts.
It does. It makes her
We'll be
insane.
trying to get somewhere. We've just been at a rest stop 45 minutes before this. He's freaking stopping at the next damn rest stop. I'm like, oh
Listen,
my God.
I found some of the funnest trails.
Seriously.
I've found some of the funnest trails on those rest stops. I found a lot of really cool stuff. So anyway, I picked this rest stop to stop off at. I didn't know where we were at.
Yeah, at that point, we weren't even sure where we were because we were kind of tired. We've been
Yeah,
driving
thank you very much,
overnight.
CRP. I appreciate that. Yes. But yeah, so I stopped off. Well, it happened to be where that statue was at. So,
Sherry, honey, we're not there anymore. We're back in Indiana.
Oh yeah, we didn't go.
We ended up not going.
We didn't go to Mount Rushmore, and we're sitting back in Indiana, back
And we're both
back at
kind of
home
kicking
now.
our asses for that because
So,
we literally drove past it.
Well, anyway, so we stopped off at this rest stop for the night. The statue was there. I got a few pictures at night, but we slept. Got up the next morning, went in. She knows.
Oh.
We went in there, and they had this really cool Lewis and Clark encampment thing set up inside the rest area.
On the left side.
Yeah, so I got to run through that a little bit. Then we went outside. I got some pictures of the statue and film and stuff with that. There was also a couple trails there that I kind of wanted to go on, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to get myself excited about being out on trails, knowing that I was headed back to Indiana, and I didn't want that.
You turned grumpy.
I did. I got really grumpy. I was actually a shit for a couple days.
All right. I knew what he was going through.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't want to do the trails because it was going to make me miss not being able to do any of it. So I didn't go on the trails just because I didn't want to torture myself. So from there, I think we drove pretty much straight back here to Indiana. Yep. And we've been here for how long?
Did not stop. Did not pass go. Did not collect $200. Dang it.
Yeah. I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So we've been back to Indiana here a couple weeks now. Now, okay. Now during that, our son Michael and daughter-in-law Jalinda. I don't want to make that sound weird.
I know, right?
Jalinda is in love with Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Just
don't know why.
That's her happy place. So
growing up, they took her there a lot.
Yeah.
So that's her like.
So they took off. They took off and went to Gatlinburg for a weekend. Well, we get a phone call because their car broke down and they needed help. Now, originally, I thought it would be best just to drive down there, pick them up, bring them back home, and they could just get it fixed. However, that wasn't the plan. They didn't want to do that. They needed to get it fixed there and everything. So we got it towed to a place, and we got everything situated, and they weren't able to fix it
that night.
Yeah,
well, they were going to fix it the next morning.
But the problem was
the
they
didn't get shipped to them.
Yeah.
So they couldn't get it fixed the next morning, so I had to wait until Monday.
But Michael and Jalinda got a phone call from their work.
They had to be back at
They
work
had to be back to work at like 3:30, and it's like a 7 hour trip.
It's a solid 7 hours.
Solid 7. Might as well be 8-hour trip from our place to there. So we left early in the morning, and the car had not been fixed yet. So we actually got the call when we got into Tennessee that it had been fixed, and I got them back to work.
Into Kentucky.
I'm sorry, yeah, Kentucky.
Like that doesn't sound right.
Okay, I'm sorry. We were in Kentucky.
We were a good ways down the road when we got the
call. We were well into Kentucky by the time they called and said it was fixed. And I got them to work. I got them to work 15 minutes before they were going to be late. Yeah. So there was
no way.
Yeah. So and I wasn't really doing the speed limit all the time.
No.
And I used to like to drive fast, but I don't really do that anymore. I'll get there when I get there. It's just the way it is. But so the plan was that next weekend we were going to drive them to Tennessee to pick up their vehicle. Well, they found alternate way to get there, and so we didn't go back to Tennessee, which is okay with me because I'll be honest, I didn't really want to go back anyway. I mean, I was just doing it to help them out. I didn't really care to go back. But are we going to tell them what we're doing mid-month?
Sure.
Okay, so this is August, right? Yep. August. Okay, so mid-September is Jaden's birthday, our youngest son, and our anniversary. And he's just having some emotional problems about everything that's happening, and he's getting down, and he's just worked up and doesn't need to be. So he's taking a vacation.
He's on vacation.
So he's getting a vacation around his birthday, and Jaden, Michelle, and I are going to drive to St. Augustine, right?
Yep.
St. Augustine in Florida mid-month. So we're going to take
We're only spending a few days there. We're not staying real long.
That is what, 4 or 5 days?
Sadly, only like 4.
4?
But only because Jaden's being a turd wants to come back a day earlier than I wanted to.
Anyway, we're going to Florida mid-month next month, and that's going to be fun. So we'll do videos on that too, right?
Yeah.
Now, it's been 51 minutes, and that's basically the last.
That's the catch up.
That's the last month.
Yeah, that's the catch up.
So now we're here, and that's the catch up.
So what questions do you guys have about?
Any questions?
So CRP, you mentioned an RV. So we're kind of having trouble deciding exactly what we're going to do. We have 3 plans.
What's going on?
CRP mentioned an RV in here somewhere.
RV time for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we wish.
We have 3 separate plans. We just can't figure out which one we want to do. I did put up a video saying that we were doing one certain plan, but now that's kind of become a maybe, maybe not. So, Sarah, that is one of the questions. Are we looking for a place to live in Florida? So one of the reasons we're going down to St. Augustine is I want to investigate St. Augustine. I want to see other parts of Florida. I've lived in Fort Lauderdale. Of course, we've been to the Orlando area, and I've been to the St. Pete area.
I lived in St. Pete.
I want to investigate other areas. You've been to Fort Lauderdale too, remember?
Fort Lauderdale. Yep, been there. Well, I've been to a lot of places. I've been to Miami. I've been to Miami. I've been to Little Havana. I got to.
Well, that's where the immigration building is in Little Havana.
Well, that's where I delivered that head.
Yes, I know. Or whatever was.
Well, it could have been cash or drugs.
Yeah. So we can't quite decide what we want to do. Now,
I know exactly what I want to do.
I will say that I have found 2 careers. Well, I don't even call them careers. 2 money-making opportunities. But once we get to where we're going and figure out what we're doing, I will.
Oh.
What'd you do?
I cut those off, and now I don't know which ones are which.
Where'd it go, Idaho?
Oh, well.
Well, we can probably match them up because of the barcodes.
Maybe.
So, anyway, an RV is one of the options because we're still trying to figure out, living in an RV, I really think I would be fine in an RV. I would feel less confined, less like a fish in a fish tank. And, we would have a generator. We would have water sources.
That was easy.
Good. So, and, another choice is moving to Florida. And then a third choice is, of course, staying here in Indiana. So there's pros and cons, obviously, to all 3 of these options.
3. Indiana or Florida?
In an RV.
Oh, like going back on the road?
Sort of. I mean,
I picked that one.
I know you do. But the problem is, of course, major problem, as always with us, is...
Money.
So then it becomes, okay, so we still both desire to have an RV and travel.
Yes.
So then it becomes, okay, let's just set that on the back burner as a goal to have, a dream to do. Still. But in order to get that, I have to go to work. So where do I want to live and work while we save up money to do the RV? Do we want to be in Florida or do we want to be in Indiana? If we go to Florida, we're both starting over completely from scratch and have nothing. If we stay here,
we've got support system.
Right. We've got resources. The dojo is going well. I think it's going to start picking up soon. There's some,
good stuff going on.
Good stuff going on there.
Yep.
So then staying here, we have the resources, but then we're freaking in Indiana. But then
But I love
If-
Indiana woods.
if we stay here and use those resources, we can save money sooner, get to the RV part sooner. I know I say save money because you've got a financial advisor. I'm literally going to enlist a money handler for us.
Well, I have a financial advisor for the dojo,
Yes.
but I don't.
I'm going to enlist one for our personal monies.
Okay. No, because there's no way.
Because we suck at saving money.
There is absolutely no way we are going to save because.
But then,
every
because
time
I'm not talking $45,000 motorhome. I'm talking like $10,000 motorhome.
Yeah.
That we can afford to get, do the repairs on what we need to do, and then still be able to afford to travel. Not full-time travel, but do some trip travels.
Yes. And the problem with saving for is the problem because I can save money to a point, but then something always happens.
Something comes up.
And okay, let's just say that I have $500 saved back because we can't really save a lot of money at all. A lot of times.
500 is like a major thing for us.
Yeah. So let's say I had $500 saved back. Well, then what happens? Well, then I get a call saying that somebody broke down and we have to go help them out. So if I spend $300 or $400 on it, then I get like, okay, well, now I've only got $100. Screw it. Let's go to dinner and let's go do this and go do that. Now, yes, could I maybe try to stop that? I could, but it doesn't matter. If I had $1,000 saved back, if I had $50,000 saved back, something always comes up to where we have to use that to do something. I don't recall a time that we haven't tried to save or actually saved for something, and then something just falls in our lap.
The craziest random thing will fall into and we got to deal with it.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, realistically.
Right. And Kim, we know that's how things are. That's how things play out.
Yeah, realistically.
But we don't have enough upside income to deal with that and then go right back into savings.
If
we have to have extra money to even save in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just
the only way we would save money, and I'm saying this most realistically, the only real way we could absolutely save money is first
a third party treat us like 2-year-olds and handing us money for
like
literally giving us an allowance.
Yes.
Which is literally what I'm going to do.
Okay. Yes. We would need a third party to keep the money and not give it to us.
Yes.
For honestly. Now that may sound bad, like, oh, I can't handle money. I can handle money just fine. I have a problem.
Like, we pay our bills.
Oh yeah.
It's not a matter of us getting our bills paid. It's that we don't save and can't save after that.
After that, we're pretty much broke anyway. So, I could save $20, $30, $40 a month. But
you know how long it's going to take to get $10,000 if you're saving $40 a month?
But the problem is that doesn't do anything, and it doesn't build fast enough.
Sarah, we will always find room for you, my love. Always.
Where would I stay? So anyway, I think if we had a third party that was keeping the money so we couldn't, that or us getting the RV, somehow being able to get the RV and making the payment.
And pay them, because I would feel that responsibility for that payment, so we would make that payment.
But
our credit isn't good enough that we can get an RV loan on one old enough, because that's another thing. You're not going to find a credit company to give you an RV loan on a. Don't do that when you're getting ready to eat.
I'm not. I'm just.
But no credit company is going to give us a loan on an RV that we can afford because it's too old and it's too high of a risk of a total loss on that RV.
Yeah, well, I dream all the time. I just understand. I just comprehend that it's a dream. That's all.
I don't want it to be just a dream.
I know that. So when we were in, just jump back real quick, we were in Gatlinburg with the kids. When I was my favorite candy as a child was called Charms, and they're little round balls, and they're kind of like lifesavers. They also made like square ones too. I prefer the round ones, but regardless, I found them in Gatlinburg. So I got me 3 or 4 of them.
Random.
Yeah, it is random. I saw them sitting there.
While we're talking about Gatlinburg again, we went to this outlet mall and we found a beef jerky store.
Okay. So we found a beef jerky store in Gatlinburg, And we purchased
I don't
some
think
of
we
this.
were in Gatlinburg. We were in Sevierville.
Oh, we were in Sevierville, wherever. Same thing. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, whatever. So anyway, and one thing I noticed after the fact that kind of upsets me is that all these are mixed with pork.
And it's not straight up the other animal.
Yeah. So anyway, regardless, this one is alligator. Where are we at? There we are.
At the top here.
There we go. Alligator. Pork and alligator.
Now, this box was kind of expensive to buy, so we split it with the kids.
Yeah, so Michael and Jalinda.
We cut all these in half so that these first few, so that Michael and Jalinda can have half of it, and we're leaving the labeled part for them.
There
we go. So this one's
now,
what?
Alligator. We've actually eaten like 100% alligator before.
Yep, down at Gatorland.
Delicious. So here we go. Alligator.
Tastes like beef jerky.
Tastes like beef jerky.
There's a little bit of a not beef jerky taste. But
I should rather eat her foot.
Sarah, you don't like beef jerky? Or you just don't like the thought of it mixed with something else? We love beef jerky.
Probably so. I was really excited about it, and I didn't realize it was mixed with pork when we purchased it. No, she doesn't like beef jerky.
Aww.
Ah. This next one is wild boar.
Ooh.
Well, pork.
Boar does not taste like pork.
I don't know. I've never had it.
That's what everybody on YouTube says.
All right, well.
Wait, I still got the other one.
I'm sorry.
Are you not eating the whole piece?
Half of it. Half of it.
No, I mean, are you not eating your whole piece?
No.
Well,
now this has
so fast?
This has a little bit different taste.
I'm trying to remove it. Sarah, I wonder if your beef jerky is like our beef jerky. Hi, Donna.
Awesome. Yeah, she loves beef jerky.
That has like a kind of a gamier taste to it.
A little bit of a gamier taste.
Yeah.
I will say this though, jumping back again. When we were at Devil's Tower, I got to eat bison for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Like an actual bison burger.
Bison burger. It was so good.
It was delicious. It was.
The very first time I ever. Hold on.
Yeah.
Time I ever had bison burger was when I was in Ouray, Colorado with my mom, and it was extremely dry. This one that we had at Devil's Tower was not dry by any means.
No.
Baby, is there any water in the refrigerator over there?
Yes.
Can you get one, please?
Yes. So you continue to discuss real quick.
Oh, good job, my love. Donna, we like deer jerky too. We've had that several times actually. Whew,
tell me Colorado when we had the elk.
Oh yeah, were they burgers or sausage? I forget. Elk was the burgers.
The burgers, yeah.
Yep. We had elk burgers. My family up in Colorado, he used to hunt a lot. I don't think he hunted this one.
No, he got this one from the ranger, whatever, gave him to us.
Stuffed animals from when I was a kid. The one thing when I got over surgery. Sorry guys, Jaden's talking to me and I don't miss my opportunity to talk to my boy. So
yeah, when we were at her cousin's house in Colorado, they're an older couple, can't stay long. Got your tag on Facebook. Oh look, Divine.
Hi Dina. Hi. Sorry, I'm talking to Jaden. I'll be right back.
So yeah, we had elk for the first time, like actual elk, and that was delicious too. I really liked it. They got it because the rangers or whatever.
Yeah, it was
somebody hit it, or
I thought it was an illegal hunt that somebody.
Something, but anyway,
can you open that, please?
They're on a list for when that sort of stuff happens. They get some of the meat and stuff, so they were given an elk.
So, Miss Dina, you weren't here. We're going to be down your way in about 30 days. Angelina, she's the best, isn't she? You should have some of her daughter. Angie, I'm going to bring you back some cookies because I'm having her daughter make me a dozen cookies while we're there. And I'm going to bring you back a cookie.
So, yeah, we're going to St. Augustine mid next month.
Yeah, we'll be down there on the 13th.
So
I'm excited.
did you talk to her about meeting her or anything?
Kristen? Yes.
Okay.
I've already made arrangements for the cookies. I already have it in the budget.
Oh, okay.
Kristen is beautiful. And her son, Bub, Dina, his real name's Steve, right? You always call him Bub. He is a very handsome young man. And I really hope that it went well with his soccer tryouts. That'll be cool. All right, so what one are we trying now?
Pheasant.
Pheasant.
Now, we saw a wild pheasant. There we go. We saw a pheasant
I do too, Angie.
out in Wyoming on the grasslands. There was a couple pheasant flying around, so we got to see one of them.
So, Dina, we're tasting a bunch of beef jerky that we got while we were in Tennessee a couple weeks ago.
This does taste different. It tastes very different.
Much milder. Not nearly as beefy.
No. Well, because it isn't.
Well, porky. You know what I mean?
Porky.
I do too, Angie. I miss her craft videos. And her Dollar Tree hauls. The lady. As bad as I am. Although I filmed a little haul today. I like that. It was very mild. That was pheasant?
That was pheasant.
That was really good.
This one is antelope.
Hi, James! We're trying a bunch of different beef jerkies.
Antelope.
Pork jerkies. I keep calling it beef.
Yeah, unfortunately, when we purchased these, I didn't realize that they were mixed with a lot of pork. But antelope, and no, I didn't hunt no antelope when I was out there. That would have been illegal.
Yes.
Making her hungry.
Oh, sorry, Donna.
Right, antelope. Oh, that definitely has a different taste. Hold on a second.
I don't like that one.
That one really has a different taste. Tell them what we're doing. Oh, okay.
We are eating jerky, and it's mixed with pork jerky. They mixed it with alligator, antelope, boar, buffalo, duck, elk, kangaroo, ostrich, pheasant, and venison. We are tasting all these different flavors, and I did not like that. That was what?
Antelope. So these are the other halves of those.
Yes, we're going to go to the forest.
And these belong to Michael and Jalinda now.
We're going to go to Ripley's as well.
Michael and Jalinda paid for half of this.
Yes,
so we had to separate it.
Some of them didn't have duplicates, so we had to make sure we cut those in half for them.
Yeah. Now the ones that did have duplicates is
Dina's giving us a couple of ideas of where to go. The fort I already have on it, which we get to get into free because we have that park pass.
Awesome.
And the smaller fort in the that word. Which is free. I actually just watched that on a video today. And it's like really like right on the water on the southern side of it. So yeah, those are on there, and I want to see that great big live oak tree, and I want to see the love tree, hugging tree. I forget the name of it, but there's a tree that's got two trees growing within each other. Like one's a palm tree and one's a live oak or something.
I wonder if Miss Nutritionist comes in to advise on the jerky. That must be something between you guys.
That's the lady that said I looked huge.
Oh.
And she could help me because she's a nutritionist.
Okay.
I'm like, well, I really hope you don't talk to your clients that way, lady.
So now these other ones, there were actually two of, so we're able to get a full one. Got kangaroo, ostrich.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You gotta take the ferry over to that other one. Yeah.
Buffalo.
I have that in my notes, but that was like at 6 a.m. this morning that I was doing that. So
venison, some more deer. Elk.
Did we already have the elk one?
And then we have a teriyaki venison.
Ooh, I love teriyaki flavoring. Yay! She said we'll probably see dolphins. That would be awesome.
Dolphinis. So you want to? Let's wait on these.
Okay.
We're gonna wait on these for now. Yes. I don't want to eat them just to be eating them. No. I want to enjoy them.
We'll let you know when we're gonna eat them again.
Yeah. If nothing else, we'll do another video.
Shocker.
Shocker. So
That would be awesome seeing dolphins and manatee. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I used to swim with dolphins all the time.
Dina, is that you guys went to a springs one time where you could see manatee? Was that in that area? I can't remember. I was actually going to message you all these questions, so I'm really
Silver
glad.
Springs?
Really glad you were able to. Did you get Silver Springs?
No, I'm saying, was that Silver Springs?
I don't remember. That's why I'm asking. Angie, I do too. I love dolphins. Kim, I love manatee. I actually just watched a TV show yesterday. It's called, what's it called? Secrets of the Zoo Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
And they have these really cool manatee, rehabilitation areas for like injured and hurt manatee. And the pools that they're in, because sometimes they have to work on the manatee, right? And then change bandages or try to feed it or assess it or whatever. The floor of the pool, the base of the pool, raises up and all the water drains through it, so then the workers can just go out there and they don't have to take it out of the pool, stress it out, cause more trouble, risk injuring it or themselves. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was
awesome.
Yep, that's on my thing, on my list. Who had a manatee deep down in her. So what? That's crazy, Kim.
I've seen wild manatee and wild dolphins. I actually swam with them before.
She said you have to go more inland for the Ocala. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know if we'll have time for that. We're literally going to be there for like 4 days. So.
The Ocala National.
Yeah, Ocala.
Yeah, we're only going to be there for 3 or 4 days or so. Yeah.
And I would like to go back sometime around December or January, depending on the situation. We'll see.
I would like to go back to Wyoming too.
That's being arranged too. Especially since we can free camp out there.
That's true.
Although I don't know if I want to do that in like December or January because Wyoming is cold.
I don't know if we can get out there.
Yeah, that too.
And in the
our
winter
vehicle's
time.
not 4-wheel drive.
No.
So.
But
thank you for your help, Dina. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And when we how you doing, girl?
What? Violet's back in.
When we decided
making all that noise out there. You done?
There we go. Move it. There we go. When we decided to come back, I had already made our tentative plans to go all the way up into North Dakota, across the northern top of the U.S., all the way over to Washington State.
You cannot have all.
And then we were going to go down into the redwoods into California. So.
Which again leads into we want to get a motorhome because we still want to travel.
Yeah, we still want to do it. And well,
I am bound determined I'm going to make it happen. It's not going to be a quick process. It's not going to happen this year, but it's going to happen.
So yeah, apparently we are going to need some sort of camper RV type thing.
Yeah.
For her to feel more comfortable because apparently she's not into the van. I had a blast with it. I don't mind sleeping on a bed in the back of a car and
I don't mind that either if I can get up and go brush my teeth and wash my face and
you can
plug in my cell phone.
Oh well, that you can't do. But
I know I sound like such a brat.
I didn't have any problems living off of I mean I could have lived a lot rougher and still been very happy.
Yes, we're staying in a hotel this time though. Mainly because Jane is going with us. It's not just the two of us.
Has campsites right on the beach?
Yep.
Are they free campsites?
No, they are not.
Okay, see that's the important thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't pay for any campsites the whole time we were out.
No, we can't afford to pay for any campsites.
I took it off and came up putting it back on an app on my phone called Free Campsites. We called it Free Campy, but it's called Free Campsites, and you can literally look up any place in the United States for a free campsite. It's not so easy here in the Midwest or in the East Coast even, but out west it's like really easy, and down south a little bit.
And that's where we found this thing out there on the grasslands, right?
Yep, that's how I found the.
Yeah.
What was it called? The basin, Thunder Basin.
Thunder Basin, yeah. Sarah says they don't have free campsites.
You might be surprised.
I don't know because I've watched a lot of survival videos from people over in England and places in Scotland and stuff like that, and they go out camping out on the sites like that all the time. I mean, I've actually seen people go out in the woods and.
I wish you guys could see Violet. So we've got the half-cut pieces of beef jerky for Michael and Jalinda.
I'll move them. She can smell them.
She's sitting here at attention, like if I wait long enough, I get a bite. Because that's normally the routine.
Okay.
She said her brother travels a lot, and Scotland is different than England.
Okay, yeah.
Huh. Well, Ivy, you guys stay in here. You don't have your leash on. You can't go out without your leash. Because you can't come when we call you. That's not a good girl. But anyway, so yeah, I know about the ones right on the beach. I actually looked into them. When we go back down, because I plan on making Florida like a regular habit. You okay? Oh. I do want to go stay on the St. Augustine beach because it looks beautiful. Oh, that's better. That feels better on my shoulder.
There you go.
You're being mean.
Yeah, okay. I'm mean and nasty. There's a lot of
free campsites in Scotland. You can even park at the side of the road up there.
I've seen them do
I know
that.
You can do that up a lot in some places in Canada too.
I've seen that. I used to watch a couple people from Scotland. I don't really watch a lot of stuff anymore because I don't have the time. But yeah, they would just drive off just park right on the side of the road, just walk about 20, 30 feet off the road and stick a tent in the ground, and there they'd be for the night. Yeah.
Now, do they have the rule where you have to leave it the way you found it up there? I think they do. I forget what they call it. They have a name for it.
I'm sure. Sure it is. So. But I can't wait to do fun stuff. The dojo's doing really well. I've actually got a financial manager now, and
a business advisor of sorts,
and a business advisor, trying to help me take care of the biggest issue I have with running the dojo. So because I have issues with certain aspects, so I get it taken out of my hands so I don't have to deal with it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dina. Screenshot that so I don't forget. Ow!
State campgrounds, you can stay free each week for 30 hours of work. Oh yeah, I've heard about, yeah. I have they have a lot of things like that. I actually had an uncle who still does live in Florida, but him and his wife used to do that, and that's how they lived for a long time. They lived like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Can park outside and walk in free.
Something like that. Okay.
I'm having a hard time reading from this distance. I can't see it.
She said you can park outside and walk in for free, or I believe it's like $4 per vehicle, something like that. She also says, I have done some of my outdoor filming there. It is beautiful.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. I took a screenshot of it so I don't forget. My memory is really, really bad anymore.
So she lived close to St. Augustine?
Not too far.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that where you did those videos like we were on the stairs and stuff talking about your life? Put that nicely. Yes. I love gators. I'm a weirdo. I like gators. I like Komodo dragons. I like iguanas. Angie, that's part of the debate.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say yes.
Most likely.
Only because.
Only with the agreement that I get to go to Florida more than once every 3 years.
Only because the last 2 times I said no to that,
we end up right back.
We're right back
now
here.
We'll say yes, and maybe it'll be opposite.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say no. If nothing else, the dojo is really the thing that's keeping me here. Well, and her.
Not me.
It's you. I wouldn't be here right now if I would be sitting in.
Careful.
I would be elsewhere. Yes.
Well, at least now I'm having trouble. Well, at least you guys will be here to come see my new house. Yes.
Yes. I watched I
All
think it was your last
Dina,
video.
Thank you so much for stopping by. It'd be really cool if I could meet you when I meet Kristen, just saying.
There you go.
Just a 2-minute Hi, hug, bye. If you hug, I hope you guys hug.
I
know you
watched
guys are worried about
I watched
COVID,
one of Angie's videos. I think it was the last one she did. I'm not 100%
I
sure.
thought she only had one up.
Oh no, she's got several up now.
Oh,
What? Huh?
don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
You worry about that.
Okay.
Jeez Louise.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Jay Lee, how you doing? I appreciate the comment you made on my martial art video. I wish more people around here thought that. Yeah, the dojo's not doing horrible. I'm trying to make some positive changes, which will probably make some people mad.
Oh, I know it's gonna make one mad for sure.
But
you know,
positive changes that will overall improve the dojo.
Yes.
So if I lose a student or two because of the changes,
sweet Angie's about to upload a back to school haul.
then
Sweet.
they were probably the people that probably need to go anyway.
Thank you, Jay. That's very sweet of you.
So, well, I appreciate that.
Angie, you should, and you should also do some of the house build itself. Like when you go out there and inspect things, just I'm telling you, if you want your channel to grow, those channels grow fast, really fast. People love house building, van life, Dollar Tree hauls, clothing hauls, Target hauls. Yeah, stop that. Jaden wants to come over and hang out
Tonight?
I guess, but he wants his stuffed animals, and I'm not really sure where they are.
Okay. So apparently we're going to go visit Jaden in a little bit. I looked for Angie, but she can't find her. So
go to my channel and go to the people I'm subscribed to, and you'll find it.
I'm also subscribed to her too.
But my channel's better, so go to mine.
Yeah, go to her. Go to her channel. Her channel's better.
Mine's better.
There you go, Angelina's story.
I wouldn't go over the whole blueprint. Just do like, this is where we're gonna build. This is our timeline right now. We've picked out X amount of square feet. We know it's gonna be a 1-story, 2-story, how many bedrooms, and go from there.
Well, I'm glad you made it here too. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're really glad.
Sarah, you should be able to just click on her. Let me try. Hold on before I speak out of turn here. Dang it, phone.
Sarah doesn't know how to do that.
Hold on, Sarah. Hold on, Sarah.
She's working on it.
Nope. Shucks, I forgot they don't do that now.
Yeah, you used to be able to just click on the icon. You used to be able to
click on their icon right here in the comments and go to it. Okay. Hold on, Sarah.
You should be able to find it on either one of our channels, though.
Hold on, Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk myself through this, then I can walk you through it.
So Jay, what have you been up to? Or anybody else that wants to comment, what have you guys been up to? We went from like 7, 8, 9 people down to 4. She's working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm sorry.
She's working on it.
I'm gonna get that out of the way. So these are people you're subscribed to, right? That looks familiar.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Of people, maybe.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay.
So if you go to Richard's homepage, hold on. It looks like that. Let me get the glare off of it. Right? Like his homepage. Can you kind of see what I'm talking about? Then you go to where it says channels.
Oh, it went to Destin, Florida.
Ooh, Destin is beautiful, I hear.
Jay just went to Destin, Florida.
I hear that is so pretty down there, but super expensive. So you go to channels, and it brings up all of his people he's subscribed to. See? There you go. And then you just scroll down so you find who you're looking for, because unfortunately they're not in alphabetical order. And I'm trying to find her. Angie, do you have your picture on your girlfriend? You do. Okay. And you'll see Angie's cute little icon. And then you just subscribe. You see how it says, I'm not subscribed to all of his people. Hold on. There we go. See how it says subscribe? Just click the subscribe. Okay, move your arm up for a second. So did that help?
No.
Listen, Ninja. Boy, my head.
Boy.
Yep, Angie, I saw that after I said that. I couldn't remember if you had your.
You know, another way to do that. Another way to do that is you can go to a comment that she's made on.
Yes, on his video or my videos.
Go onto a video. Go onto any video that has one of her comments on it, and then click on her name, and it'll take you right to her page. That way, you don't have to go through all that. Just find one of her comments and click on it.
But she hasn't commented on all of our videos lately, has she? She hasn't commented on mine.
Well, okay, so
Angie, go comment on one of my videos right now, or on one of Richard's videos right now.
Pick a video.
The most recent one.
Pick a video. Go to it.
We're not bossy or nothing. Just go do it.
Just make some kind of weird
Sarah says,
comment or whatever, and then let Sarah know which video it was, and then she can go over there.
She's gonna comment on one right now.
There you go. Awesome.
She says she's horrible about commenting. Dude, I'll tell you what's horrible about commenting is someone's jerk offs think they can be so rude.
I've been getting a lot of kind of mean comments lately. Yeah.
Some rude
I did a video a while back, a long time ago, about mulberries, and somebody was calling me nasty and saying and all kinds of mean stuff just because I bite my fingernails.
Jay's asking how my arm is. So yeah, it's been really, really good.
She's fine.
Every now and then it has like this flare up where it aches and hurts, and today's been a flare up. I think it's because it's so rainy and cloudy and just ugh.
She's getting old.
I think this winter is going to suck because I think every time it gets cold and nasty like this, it's gonna hurt like Hades.
If we're in a wintry place.
I think we're gonna be in a wintry place.
Yeah, maybe.
We need to figure out our dwelling situation.
Maybe. So when we left South Dakota, from my perspective, the idea was to come back to Indiana. Well, anyway, we decided to come back to Indiana. We were just going to get a place here.
Work on improving our credit and buy a house.
And buy a house here because through the VA I can do that.
Sarah, Angie says that she commented on my latest Dollar Tree haul that was posted yesterday.
There you go.
So
just go to that, click on Angie's name, and it'll take you straight to her channel. And then you subscribe to her there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's right. So.
One way.
Yeah.
Sorry. I tried.
You tried.
I can't help it. I'm a singer. It's just in my blood.
Well, let's see. Ow! Yeah, bad about commenting.
I get it.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed really, I don't know, comments are great. I love getting comments. I like getting comments. But, you know, you either get really good comments or people that are just really mean.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
I trust you implicitly.
I love to torture you.
That's enough.
Stop.
I have this weird ear thing.
He hates his ears messed with. Sorry. He's so cute when you do this. Now he's all worried I'm going to do it again.
All right.
I stopped, fun sucker.
That's right.
No kiss. Love you.
Love you.
I said it first.
I know you did.
You're awesome. Wait, babe, we're weird.
Oh, goodness. So where... Okay, sorry.
All right, hold on. Wait.
Oh.
I click on her name. It says write a comment. Do it on here after stream. Okay. If I can, remember, I will go to it and link it and send it to you on Instagram. If I can remember. I make no promises, though.
What videos do you have planned? Well, I have videos all the way up until
I'm still editing travel videos.
Yeah, my videos are all edited from the travels. All my videos are up and waiting to be posted, and they will go all the way up. Scheduled, yeah. All the way up until like the 4th of next month. And up until the last couple of them, they're all the trip videos from Wyoming and South Dakota. Yeah.
I hate doing days in the life. I'm not gonna lie. Editing them is really difficult. Excuse me, that was rude.
I did do a video of our day that one day we went out and got the tank for the salamander. And
yep.
So yeah, I haven't talked about the salamander. So I did a video. I also did a couple videos on everything that I collected during our 20-day trip. And
oh no, because it's like a bunch of different pieces. When you do a day in the life video, you literally record for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then of that 4 or 5 minutes, you might use 45 seconds to a minute of it to create a 12-minute video. So you can't just upload the little 5-minute piece. You have to put them together to make a story that can be a video. Well, the problem is my life is boring. So y'all don't want to, like, I'm boring. That's all there is to it. I'm just boring.
I'm boring.
You do more than I do.
Apparently, I'm also mean and nasty.
Well, people are assholes. So.
Like me.
Anyway, I'm not really good at doing them just because I'm boring. But I do have some stuff from our travels that I'm still working on editing.
She's got a lot of stuff.
It's not that much. You make it sound
like I
just have a lot of clips. Shut up and let me finish it.
Ow!
So hard. So anyway, I'm still doing, like, I'm up to Wyoming right now, if that tells you anything. And all I gotta do is move a finger and it jumps. See? And I'll get those finished. In the middle of those, like, there'll be like these, all of a sudden, oh, thank you, Jay. All of a sudden, you'll have a pop-up video of a Dollar Tree haul, or, something crazy or weird we're doing that day. It's not easy for me to do day in lives because I just don't do enough in my day to make it a worthy video. Cowboys and Indians?
Oh,
not Deadwood.
No, Dodge City maybe. The stuff from the museum in Dodge City maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an awesome place, and I still can't express it enough. Yeah, the museum. That is actually the real Boot Hill. That was the real cemetery.
Excited that was the real one.
Yeah, because I kind of figured it was probably just a touristy thing that they just set up as a kind of a new thing, and so I went and asked and talked to him, and I told him, I said, don't just tell me it is. I said, I really want to know if it is really Boot Hill, and
they stand in front of a mirror in the bathroom and go, oh yeah, it really is Boot Hill.
But yeah, I know. It's really the actual Boot Hill, and they did move the bodies, but it's the actual place. So that was really cool, and I got to see a lot of really cool stuff there. I really enjoyed that. It was really fun.
In the Native American room.
Yes,
that was so neat.
I tell you what, you should have been there. It was even better to be there. It was awesome.
It was expensive to get into, so I forced him to go do it while I stayed outside.
Yeah, well, it was like $15 to get into the museum area, and to any of that stuff.
Yeah,
it was $15, and I wasn't going to do it just because, but she coaxed me a little bit, and I am super, super happy I did it. I'm super happy I did it, and
I really didn't care.
Oh, it was freaking awesome.
I would have enjoyed it had I seen it, but I'm not missing it that I didn't see it. Does that make sense?
But then you get to see it anyway because I filmed it.
I love his Disney barn video. I tried to walk back there for that.
Oh.
That day was not an easy day for me.
So yeah, that was like at the very beginning of our trip.
That was the day after we went swimming in a reservoir for 5 freaking hours, and we were both very sunburnt.
Yes.
I was like, I actually just edited that video. It'll go up pretty soon. I was almost in tears.
It was pretty cool.
I wanted to go back and see that barn, and I got out and I tried.
Well,
and I just I made like 10 steps, and it was just so uneven, and I was so shaky. Like my whole body was just like quivery and shaky.
If I was a Disney nerd like she was, it would have been a lot more.
You don't know what I was feeling and going through, so stop saying that.
What?
Stop it.
You know, if I would be in a Disney nerd as much as she is, I would have probably enjoyed it a little more. It was okay. I liked.
Jay, we've been getting hit with a lot of hate comments too. He had to lock his channel down until after the election. He's been supporting other channels that are supporting something positive. Anyways, he's been getting hit with a lot of hate comments, so I locked the channel down. And Sarah said, I wish your videos were an hour long. Oh,
Ugh.
I might be able to throw an hour-long one in there.
I could easily
get a bunch of my stuff crammed into one video. I have it done.
Easily throw an hour video and no one would watch it.
I'll try to remember that when I'm editing.
Yeah, I don't put. I mean, everybody knows what my opinion is. I don't hide that. But I don't really put a lot of political stuff on my channel. I try not to get preachy or soapboxy or even express a lot of stuff that I would like to express sometimes. I don't really do that on my channel just because, in all honesty,
I do.
When you do that, you're really only preaching to the choir anyway. The only people that are really going to watch it are the people that believe the same way you do, so you don't need to convince them. And the people that don't like it are just going to give you a bunch of crap anyway. And they're not, and no matter what you say, even if it's logical, they're not going to listen to you. So,
well, everybody's logic is different.
Everybody's logic is different. But, you know, Trump's doing a fantastic freaking job. He's one of the best presidents we've ever had.
Amen.
And the Democrats are socialist lunatics.
There we go.
And you can argue that, but that's
take that to the bank.
And you can take that to the bank.
Jay says, amen.
Yeah, but, you know, but I don't really, you know, on my videos, I don't express that a lot. But everybody knows that's my opinion. So.
Jay says, love you guys. Thanks, Jay. We love you too.
But yeah, I mean, I've been getting a lot of crap, and I just kind of let it roll off my back for the most part, because the key to all that is very, very simple for me.
Don't give them the reaction that they're looking for.
Well, yeah, you don't give them the reaction, but the only time I really care about what somebody says is if I care about that person in a very emotional way. And if I don't have that connection, I don't really care what they say. And I really only have that connection with a handful of people on the entire planet. So people can say whatever they want. I don't care.
Well, especially the one-hit wonders is what I'm starting to call them. They hit you with one. They say they're like, okay, I shouldn't say all of them, but the one I recently had to deal with said, I've been a subscriber for years. Never heard of this woman before. I swear to goodness, she has never commented on a single freaking video, but she's been a subscriber for 2 years. And she was just mean. I mean, she's like, you know, I'm a nutritionist and you are getting huge and you look so unhealthy. I can help you with that. And this is after she's calling my husband a meanie because she felt like he was yelling at Violet for not getting out of the van. I'm like, you really talk to your clients that way? I bet you don't have very many clients. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I get people telling me I'm fat all the time. And you know what? I am. Who cares? I don't. Yeah.
I didn't block her. And then there was another one. And his comment didn't even...
Don't get me started about her.
Sarah, right? Sarah was not happy with her. Then there was one comment that it actually didn't show up on the video. YouTube actually deemed it as one I had to approve, and I never did approve it, by the way. But thank you, Jay. But this person made the comment that Richard's true colors were showing, and she felt sorry, or he felt sorry for me, because truly Richard's just a mean person at heart, or something to that effect. I'm like, oh, and they could clearly see that I was trying to hide Richard's true things. That's what the other woman that called me huge. That was something she said about you. Yeah, Sarah took care of me, Jay. She had my back. But that woman also made the comment that clearly I was trying to cover for Richard and keep him from showing showing his true self on the video. I'm like, the only thing I didn't want him to do was curse. I knew what he was getting upset about because he'd been ridden in and out of that rain for 5 minutes trying to get the dog out of it, and he was over it.
Not to mention I was naked as a jaybird at the time.
And yeah, he was.
She didn't want me on camera because I was naked.
I'm like, dude, no, wait, what are you doing? I'm filming. But I mean, we're parked 2.5 feet from a garage door, right? Richard comes in and he literally got soaked like he had just been standing in a shower, and he got soaked coming in, so he took off his shirt, came back out, trying to get the dog again, got soaked even more, came back in, took off his pants at this point, came back out buck naked, and I'm like, recording, dude, what are you doing? And then he opens the door and curses.
Did I?
Yes, you did. First word out of your mouth was the F-bomb. And I'm like, dude, recording.
My favorite word.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, recording. And you're like, oh. And then he, I mean, you could still clearly hear the frustration in his voice at the dog. And V was just like, I am not doing what you want me to do right now. You can forget it. She would have, yeah. Probably she would have sat listening to us eating pillows. So, anyway, but then the other guy was just, truly, Richard's hiding his true colors. Now I see he is such a meanie. I'm like,
I don't hide anything.
I don't even know who you flipping are. So clearly you've not been around our channels very long. Violet, don't even. Uh-oh, she's getting that tail wagging.
Something, yeah.
Something got her attention over there.
I don't hide anything because I don't feel like I need to, honestly.
The only thing that I ask us not to do is we maintain our cursing a little bit.
Yeah,
and curb our cursing, because trust me, we can curse like sailors.
She doesn't. Yeah, there's certain things that she doesn't want me doing on her channel that I do sometimes on this one, and cursing is one. Mm-hmm. So that she was trying to let me know.
And also, he was naked.
And I was naked.
He was naked.
So she didn't want me accidentally running in front of the camera. So that was another thing.
And I was legit shocked that he was running back out in broad daylight, naked as jaybird with his dog.
It doesn't bother me.
Now, granted, we were only, like I said, 3 feet away from that door.
238's back.
Hey, back. Hey, back.
Hey, back.
Hey, T. We're having crazy weather here in Cali. Well, you guys got fires over there, too.
Lightning.
Wow. Jeez.
We had a lot of really cool lightning storms in Wyoming when we were out there.
You be careful. I know, right? You be careful. My cousins up in Colorado, that fire is getting closer to them. Two people that we stayed with when we were in Colorado, they're getting a lot of the smoke, and now they're actually getting ash from that fire. So yeah, keep them in your prayers, California and Colorado. Oh, thank you, Angie. Yeah, Angie knows. I mean, literally, the only thing different is the cursing.
And I can't run around naked on camera.
Right.
That's the only.
Yeah, you see us clothed and we tame our mouth. So be happy.
Because if I wasn't on camera right now, I wouldn't be wearing these clothes. I can tell you that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're kind of jumping into a.
Yeah, she's talking about the weather out in
California. Oh,
Denver,
okay. North Carolina.
We had like a cloudy kind of rainy day today. It looks like the sun's trying to peek here a little bit now.
I love North Carolina.
North Carolina was very pretty.
Love North Carolina.
I would like to go back when it's green. We drove through in the middle of December and it was not green.
I was stationed on Fort Bragg for 3 years. Love that place. Although we did recently go back on our first outing
last December.
Yeah, went back to Spring Lake and Fayetteville and stuff, and we got on Fort Bragg, and I got lost because it's nothing.
So mad.
Absolutely.
He was so frustrated.
Nothing like it used to look like. Spring Lake, yeah. I lived in Spring Lake. Yep, that's where I lived.
We met a really nice woman
at a Walmart.
Who lived at one point in time in the same trailer that Richard used to live in 15 years before that. Or 20 years.
Yes. So yeah, I used to live on Grog Street, Grogg, Grog Street. There in Spring Lake. Watch out, little one. Come on, girl.
The dog can't decide what to do. She wants to be on the bed, but she wants to be near Richard.
You coming up here?
She can't.
Come on. My girl. That's my girl. Moved to North Carolina and drive her house. What? Filmed her drive from her house to Target. Oh, yeah, it is a beautiful place out there. It really is. but Spring Lake had changed so much. There was only one building there that I recognized, and it was a martial arts supply shop that used to be across the street from a dojo.
So Angie says, you guys even edit yourselves around my kids too. It's nothing abnormal. Thank you. She's talking about our language.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I try.
And then Jay says he's in Chapel Hill. I have a friend that moved to North Carolina. She filmed her drive from her house to Target. It looks beautiful there. It is beautiful. Sarah says, I love Violet.
Yes, my little baby.
Jay Lee says, good idea, T38. Andrew says, I've just used my computer editor to clip these videos together. That's okay, good, yay!
Good for you.
And then T says, anywhere that has no fires is beautiful to me. I don't blame you. Jay says he'd rather be in Destin, Florida. I think that's going to be one of our next Florida destinations. Is Destin. I have heard so many people. Is it super expensive though? I hear it's really touristy and kind of expensive.
And you're back in Chapel Hill right now? I had a buddy in the Army that used to hang out in Chapel Hill.
Sorry guys, it felt like all of a sudden there was like a bunch of comments that popped up and I couldn't, for some reason my eyes couldn't read them off of the computer.
I am okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been there. Honestly, I really don't. Yeah, I don't remember being there.
I think we drove through Destin on that one.
I don't know. Should make North Carolina videos.
Yeah. Oh, careful, Violet.
And North Carolina is fantastic, and for the longest time, I think North Carolina was my favorite state. And I love Florida. I absolutely love Florida.
Oh my gosh!
Because I love
Angie
swamps.
says her husband was just talking about Chapel Hill earlier. Their schools have already shut down. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Guys, we cannot.
Well,
don't get me started. Not the rant channel. Don't get me started. Not the rant channel.
Yeah. Okay. Here's something. All right. So her and I do have a very strong opinion about all this stupid COVID BS. Which I guess that states our position. Anyway, I did make a comment, and it's a true comment, and I don't know if it was in a video or what about, but there's a better chance of me being struck by lightning 3 times than dying from COVID. I have a better chance of getting trampled by a herd of elephants right now, sitting here, than dying from COVID. I have a better chance of getting eaten by a hippo than, statistically, I have a better chance of getting eaten by a freaking hippo than dying from COVID. Yet you don't see people avoiding hippos.
You don't see everybody banning hippos.
You don't see people banning hippos. You don't see people freaking out and staying underground in bunkers.
I thought you were going to talk about our channel idea.
Okay, yeah, anyway.
Let's not do it on here.
And I'm not wearing a mask either. You can all piss off. See, I am angry.
I like the woman that stated, don't you want to protect me? I
don't
know you.
I don't know you. Why would I want to protect you?
You protect you. I'll protect me if I feel need be.
Yeah.
And we'll be happy.
So anyway.
It's not your job. It's not my job.
I don't put those kind of videos on my channel. It's not because I'm trying to hide. I'm not trying to hide who I am or anything like that.
No.
I just don't think that I need to express my craziness to the whole world.
I think once I unlock my channel, we are still
in phase 2. I was out of work for 4 months, so I hope hopped on a plane and went to Florida. Nothing wrong with that. Michael and Jalinda, our son Michael and his wife Jalinda, got a few days off of work because of all this stupidness, and they drove.
8 days.
Yeah, they drove to. Anyway, they drove to Tennessee and had a good time there. So why not? Yeah, and got paid doing it. So anyway, let me try to
stay on topic, please.
Try to stay on topic.
I'm getting whiplash over here.
Oh, hey, cool. Julie Turkle.
Wow, thank you.
I've seen your videos a few times and love your travel videos. I have very different political views than you. That's okay.
That's fine.
You live in. That's fine. I'm still cool with that.
Oh.
I would like to buy you a pizza or whatever
for dinner
tonight. Be well. Thank you. Oh, holy cow! Wait,
You just realized how many zeros are there.
I'm sorry. I thought there was only like 2 zeros there.
Wow!
Thank you very much. Thank
Julie,
you.
that's amazing.
Well, that's the first time.
Well, we haven't had that in a long time.
Wow, thank you very much.
Holy cow!
And I don't have, and you seem to be a very nice person, and your views and my views don't have to mesh. I'm happy with talking with you and hanging. You know, we're friends. We can be friends and still not agree with things. That's cool. So, and feel free to jump in. And if I get too crazy, just let me know, because I do tend to go overboard sometimes. But I'd love to hear from you and have you talk. So do you?
All right, so hold on. T38 said her friend's daughter had it. He was in North Carolina, real bad. 3 weeks of every symptom, in and out of the hospital. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack here a little bit.
My ex-wife supposedly had it.
We are not and have not at any point said that the virus wasn't real. At no point in time did we say that. What we said was, and have said, and stand by, is that a lot of people are exaggerating, exploiting, and lying about the numbers of who is affected, how many are affected, and how many are dying from it. They are lying about how people are dying. I know this for a fact. I have 2 people here in our county alone who had nothing to do with COVID. Their deaths had absolutely nothing to do with COVID, and it was listed as a COVID death, so the CDC could continue to cushion their numbers for the number of deaths related to COVID. Had nothing to do with that.
There was a guy that died in a car crash.
He was decapitated in a car crash. They called it COVID.
And they called it COVID.
It wasn't COVID.
So anyway.
Okay, so
yes.
And I hope that your friend's daughter is better now.
Different views, but that's why I jumped on a plane and gave the finger to North Carolina.
Well, Florida's not a whole lot better. I mean,
there, exactly, right there. Jay says it perfectly. He said he believes the virus is real, but he's not going to live in fear.
Exactly. And there's no reason to. There's no reason to live in fear. Be smart. I don't mind social distancing. I truly don't mind me and people I have never seen before in my life not being nose to nose. I've been that way for years. I have no problem with that.
She's a germaphobe.
There's a lot of people I know that I don't like to get nose to nose with. That's fine. But there is no reason whatsoever, and I have seen too many doctors saying this, too many health officials saying this. There's absolutely no stinking reason for us all to be wearing a mask every day, everywhere we go. And for you, I need to stop. This is a rant video.
Not a rant. Okay, we're done. We're done. Let's get back to another topic here real quick.
Sorry, you guys. Can you tell this is a hot one for us?
Yeah. So Michelle and I have decided that we are going to come up with another YouTube channel, and it's going to be.
I'm still baffled.
It's going to be nothing but our rants about this kind of stuff, because we don't want to do it on our channels. I don't want to do it on my channel.
I don't want my channel to be about that, but I feel like there's a place for us to do that. That's not to say we're going to be like, I'm not going to be anyway, like cray stupid with the cursing.
I will be.
I'm not saying it's not going to be completely language free. I'm just saying it's not going to be quite so PG.
Rant channel, great. My first one are going to be human beings or morons.
And it might not be us both together on it each video. It might be him doing the rant or me doing a rant. Yeah.
And I don't.
The problem is probably going to be keeping YouTube from beating us off.
Oh, that's You know, to be totally honest, I want to see how far I can push it until I get in trouble.
Yeah, Sarah, they've kind of started doing the same thing here. They quit saying deaths and they start talking more about new cases.
Yeah, whatever.
And there's another one. I know a man who sat in line for 5 hours to get tested. He filled out the little form. He was in line for hours. Finally said, screw this. I don't need to know that badly, and left. Never actually had the test done. Got a results 2 weeks later because he'd already filled out the little form with his name and his address on it. Came back positive. How do you get positive on a test you never freaking took? How? It's a lie. That's how.
It is a lie.
Lie.
Yeah.
Jason, yeah, let's do it.
Well,
yes, exactly, Sarah. More testing means more cases. And there's no more reason to test. Let it run its cycle. Let us all build up our immunities to it, just like we do to a cold and to the flu and to pneumonia and every freaking thing else they try to give you a vaccine for.
I almost died from pneumonia. When was it?
Oh,
Okay, well, I almost died from pneumonia. I mean, I was.
Jay, I won't take the test and I won't take no vaccine and you can't chip me, so fight my butt.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't. I won't do the test, and I'm not taking.
Jake said, "One
they're not-
more thing."
They're not chipping me, and they're not putting locators
Put
on
no
me.
mark of the beast on my butt.
And unless the military's already chipped me, which they probably have.
Probably have.
I think there's clones of me somewhere too,
Probably.
honestly. But unless they've already done it,
We call them little bastards.
you could. So anyway, we're thinking about trying a rant channel, and it's gonna be stuff like this.
We need suggestions for names.
Yeah, okay.
For a name for the channel.
Yeah.
I just want
So what were we talking about before when
Bentley's bitch, but Bentley's bitching, but it was gonna be like
no. Before all this stuff we
Oh.
was leading into something else, and
gosh, you really expect me to remember that?
I don't remember.
Hold
I don't
on.
remember.
We were talking about the travels.
Do you guys remember
Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Going to Destin, Florida.
Bentley's blow-ups?
Ooh, don't mess up blow-ups. You have to blow something else.
Yeah, because if you want to know about the bush.
You guys have heard us talk about that, right? These friends that we have in Amsterdam.
Mike and Hoos.
One day they were trying to help Richard out and really plug his channel on their channel, and he's like, he keeps going, I know a really good guy who knows a lot about the bush. If you guys want to know all about the bush, you go watch Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, because he knows a lot about the bush. Bentley is really good with the bush. he just kept going on and on. And I was like, stop, please stop. Oh, good Lord, please stop. I finally had to message him privately. I'm like, okay, dude.
He's from Amsterdam, so he doesn't understand.
Well, he's originally born in Morocco.
And so he didn't know that the slang in America.
Yeah. So I messaged him privately. I'm like, okay, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much for plugging my husband's channel. But I need to let you in on
he was so embarrassed.
English slang.
He was embarrassed.
So I felt bad, but at the same time, I didn't want somebody else coming up on him and being like, dude, really? So he went back in and re-edited that video. It took out like almost a 2.5 minute section.
Me. I think she's lost.
Bush is a woman's vagina.
What's slang?
It's slang.
Okay,
for
Julie.
vagina.
I wish you both nothing but happiness. I'm turning 60 tomorrow.
Woohoo!
I
Happy
believe
birthday!
that giving is a great way to celebrate. Let me know what you have for dinner.
We
awesome.
Will. Thank you.
Congratulations.
60,
Congratulations for
awesome.
60. So, and you don't have to answer, but what part of California are you from?
Oh, yes, sir. Exactly.
Oh, yes.
The bush.
The bush.
The bush.
So
oh God, that was one of the funniest days ever. I'm like, Richard, come listen to this. I was in the bathtub.
we were actually headed to California.
Violet, stop.
And we were going to hang out in California for a while, but we didn't make it. We stopped the travels before we got there. I absolutely love, because I've been to California one time. I flew there, and I actually love the land. The land is fantastic. My problem wasn't with nature; it was with the people living there. I couldn't. I just don't have.
Sarah, happy belated birthday! I'm sorry I missed it. So Sarah says all the best people have birthdays in August, and yeah, I'm not getting. We never get flu shots or anything like that.
You know what? I don't get a flu shot.
Time, it made us sicker than those.
I get sick as all get out with the flu shot, so I figure I can either absolutely get sick with the flu shot.
Our travels are not completely done. We're just not doing it full time. We have plans to go back.
So you were talking about.
Sorry, I know I'm jumping on 50 things, but you're dwelling too long on one thing.
How much you want to see me. That's exactly what we were talking about.
Pretty much.
Oh.
That's funny. Yeah, Teresa and Jay, or not Jay, James
McIntyre.
Yes, we are still planning on getting to California.
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
We're not done traveling, I promise. It's gonna take us a lot longer than this.
So, have you always lived in California, Julie? Or have you lived elsewhere?
She says, oh, good.
Oh, good what?
That we're not done traveling.
Oh, no, absolutely. I love the traveling aspect of life. I really do. As a matter
We
of fact,
both love to travel. I just couldn't do the whole
if
thing.
if I could, I would want to live back in the nomad times. I mean, I would just
Sarah, we will have
be
to make
very
sure that
happy.
happens. She wants to meet Angelina when she comes over.
awesome. So, do you have like actual
Oh,
plans to come over?
Angie's son said that she watches Michelle's channel because I have too many boys.
What?
Too many sons.
Bentley said that that Angie watches it.
Yeah.
Because Angie has too many boys. Okay.
Too many sons.
So yes. So have
hilarious.
you like planned a trip over here or?
Not yet. I'm coaching her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Absolutely. And if we actually have a place by then, you can just hang
we
with
better
us.
have a place by then because people are going to be getting mad at us. We got to figure our crap out. What we got to do.
You know, I think honestly, with my attitude and with my desired lifestyle, I think I was born. I don't know.
He was born to be a nomad.
I was born a couple thousand years too late.
I told you we will find a place for you, woman. Don't argue with me. Start making a plan. Not to mention, I need.
Oh no, not yet.
I need that pressure because if I know somebody's coming, then I'll figure it out. I was born in Beverly Hills and live in West Hollywood.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. Wow, nice. I've had some. I do genealogy with my family a lot, and I actually had some family members from the East and the Midwest move to California and live, but I don't have a lot of direct or people that I know really well that live in California.
Sweet, Angie's gonna have her video up, Simon. Come on, you can do it.
I'm getting it to upload and figuring it out. Yeah, it can be difficult sometimes.
Maybe that's a video I should do because
we
YouTube
eat great here as well. We spend time outside, sunshine, open air. Yeah, North Carolina is a fantastic place to go running around the woods.
Too. Always lived there. Wow.
Oh wow. Okay.
Is it hard to find California natives? I know when you go to Florida, it's really hard to find Florida natives.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, because in Florida, when you go down to Florida, everybody you meet is from somewhere else. Most of the time.
I think I met one. Well, especially the further south you go, it's more tourist.
Yeah. Well, the whole time I lived in St. Pete, I met one person that was actually born there.
Fort Lauderdale that was born there. Yeah.
Most of the people I knew.
They were born in Fort Lauderdale. They weren't even like
really.
They weren't even like transplants from another part of Florida. They were actually born in Fort Lauderdale.
Most people that I met was from around New York area.
Really?
Yeah, it was from New York.
I met people from like literally everywhere. There was a guy. I worked with a lady from England. I worked with a lady from England. I worked with one from Guatemala. I worked with a lady from and I hung out with a band that was from Hungary.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Well, yeah, Andrew was born in Florida. But that's just because your parents. But that's just because of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean that's not. I'm not saying it's not.
That's just good. What was that? Really? Be nice.
But they weren't from Florida.
Sarah, I would too. But technically, that means Angie is from Florida because she was born
Well, yeah, but I have a son that. I have a son that's absolutely an American, but he wasn't born in any state. Figure that one out.
Ooh,
there you go.
Question for you.
There you go.
He's born in Bolton.
Bolton. That's true, mine.
See, your dad's famous from Florida. So, neener, wiener.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Yeah,
you need to stop. The hole is just.
But her mom's family is
really deep, dude.
But her mom's family is my family, so that's the important side.
Sarah, born on a plane. No, he was not born on a plane.
No, but that's a good one. Nope. Try another one.
Okay, I'm trying to
maybe in the future.
Husband likes North Carolina. No,
trying to move to Florida.
Husband likes North Carolina.
Yeah. That kind of works. That's true, actually. What's true? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
She's trying to a hot air balloon. He was born in a hospital on the ground.
Yes, born in a hospital on the ground.
Not in a port.
Not on water. Not anywhere like that. But those are all good.
Not a military base, Angie. But you're getting
You're
close.
getting close, but no, it's not a military base either. Nope. Oh, take that back.
It's not a base.
No, you're right. It's not a base. You're right. You're right.
Sorry,
on a border.
All at once. I went
No.
to stay, but I gotta go. Hope you all have a good night. Oh, all right, T. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming by. Those are all really good. Those are really good suggestions, but
border is not quite true
not
either.
quite yet. Nope. Nope.
Should we give him one more minute?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, that would give it away.
Something to do with military and another country, not another country.
Not another country, but it does have to do with the military. Kind of. Well, because of.
I can just see Angie like, yeah, I can get this. I can get this.
I'll give you guys another couple minutes, and then I'll tell you.
And you guys are gonna be like, what?
And then you'll be like, oh man, that was so obvious.
An embassy. Ooh, that's a good.
Oh, an embassy's good, but no. All right, so here's the story.
Say the first clue again.
What was the first clue?
He was born in the United States.
Oh, he was born. He is absolutely an American. He was born in the United States, but he was not born in a state.
There are very few California natives. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Sarah's like, right, come on.
Yeah. Now I can understand if Sarah doesn't get this. Sarah's from the UK. She may not. She may not. She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't have the same history background that
of the United States.
Yeah. So here it is.
The other thing. A lot of people don't understand this either.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize this.
He was actually born. He was actually born.
Something owned.
No, he was actually born in Washington D.C. D.C. is not a state.
It's a district.
It's a district.
D.C. stands for District of Columbia.
Yeah, he was
not a state.
He was actually born on in a military hospital in D.C., but it's not a state.
But it is part of the United States.
It's Maryland, but it's not Maryland.
It's not Maryland, nor is it Virginia.
Nor is it Virginia. No, it's D.C.
It's its own thing.
Yes.
So Andrew was kind of right.
Yeah.
Something owned by the U.S.
Yes.
Yes.
So Sarah.
I was going to say district.
Yeah, but district. Yeah, Washington D.C. is not a state, and it's not considered part of the state, but it is America. So, as a matter of fact, it is the country, and all of the states are just subsidiaries of that. So, there you go.
Trivia question for the night.
I only have one child. I've got 5 kids. I've only got one of them that was not born in Indiana. All the rest of them were born in Indiana. What does DC stand for? District of Columbia. Yeah. Oh, Angie didn't know that. Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, DC is not a state.
It's not in a state either.
And it's not considered in a state. Yeah.
It's its own little entity all by itself.
Yes. So, anyway, he's the only one that wasn't born here in Indiana. As a matter of fact, he's the only one that wasn't born here in Kokomo.
And that's because Pam was getting sick. Her body. He was trying to kill her, or she was trying to kill him. She had that RF negative thing, or whatever that's called.
Yeah. Her body was trying to kill him, thinking he was a disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had to be hospitalized.
So I was stationed on Fort Bragg in North Carolina, and Walter Reed. So anyway, she had to be shipped off to D.C. because the hospitals there on base couldn't handle it.
Angie has that.
She has that, yeah. So RH factor. So yeah, she spent a month in D.C. before he was born, and so anyway, there it is.
So James wants us to come over.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and get off of here.
Julie, thank you again.
Very much, thank you, Julie. Very, very nice of you, and we appreciate that very, very much. And I hope you come by our other chats and our videos, and feel free to comment and
talk and hang out.
Yeah, it's and I love to talk to people that don't have the same attitude as I do because it's fun. I mean, I don't get crazy about it. I don't try to change your mind. I mean, you have
Yes,
your...
now everyone go over to Angie's channel. She made a comment on my last Dollar Tree haul, so you guys can get to her channel through that comment.
There you go.
Right now her channel is still really young. And
go check out Angie. Yes.
Aww. Okay, don't wait as long before the next live. We will try.
We will absolutely try not to do that.
You guys
Appreciate
don't
it.
understand.
Appreciate
we didn't
it.
talk about this tonight, but my depression level has been extreme, and doing a live when I'm that depressed is really, really hard. So.
Yes. So thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft.
He says let her know when you want to hang out.
Okay. Yeah. You have Michelle's number.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah. We'll figure something out. Make sure you go check out Michelle's channel, Wait to Sun. Make sure you go check out Angelina's Story, her channel, Angelina's Story.
Love you all. Love you, Angie. Love you, Donna. Love you, Sarah. Love you, Julie.
And I appreciate
you, Jay. Love you, T.
Everybody that came by.
Love you, James. I don't remember who else is still here.
Everybody that's here. Thank you very much. Everybody that'll be here later.
Bye.
Do it again. Do it again.
Bye.
Do it again. One more time. Not that.